Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. Diane here, Diane Roberts, retirement vlog. Finally a sunny day. I'm kind of standing near a sunny window, so I should stand this way. Yes, sunshine. Makes me feel better when the sun's out, even if I don't go outside. Oh, I should tell you, today I have on my flax sweater. Oh, I don't have myself on a tripod. I'll try to show it to you later. Today's the first day I actually wear it, and the first day I actually wear it when I don't have a shirt on under it, because I want to see if it's picky. So far, so good, it's not. I don't think I can really show it to you. It's kind of big. I made it a little too big as usual, but I think at first I was going to change it, because see how big the sleeves are? But they're not that bad. I'm going to keep it. But the reason I'm videoing today is I told you I would tell you when I finished my shawlography shawl, and I did. I finished it yesterday. That's the good news. Is there bad news? Yes, there is. The bad news was, because it's past tense now. It's under repair. When I pulled it around myself after I got it off the needles, there was a middle section of the shawl which had some, what you'd call color work in it. It was where the triangles were with, it was after the wedges and right before the, what do you call them, those little, the bump things. I can't think of the name of it now. And I never liked the wedges. Mine were like that brown color that I used, and they just looked horrible. I didn't like the wedges. I took out some other thing too. No, the wedges was the only thing. Yes, I cut the shawl in half. Let me show you. It'll be easier to explain. Here it is on the couch. See how the yes, I cut out the middle last night. I should have taken a picture of it before I cut the middle out. I only thought of that after the scissors went crazy. It was like I was out of control. This is the back of the couch. Okay. What are we? Baubles. They call them baubles. Okay. They're supposed to be 277 stitches here, which there are, and these are on the needles. And there's 277 stitches here on the bauble line, and there are. It's just that they're all stretched out, and this is still pretty scrunched up. First, because it's on the needles. Second of all, because it's a different kind of stitch and not blocked. But I think, here's my plan. I didn't like the wedges. I'm not doing them over. I'm not doing the triangle section because apparently I can't do color work appropriately unless I'm absolutely positive that I'm doing color work and I have to stretch out that color that you have traveling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another section here of 277 inches for maybe about this much length. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to pick some of the colors. I'm not, see these, this was the forerunner to the triangles. You did these triangle stitch and then you went through here and then these triangles went through here. They were the rust color with the white in the background. So maybe I don't know if I'll use the white and the rust to keep the balance of color there. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just extend this white and rust, making the white more predominant maybe? Well, I don't know. That's to be decided probably sometime today. Then after that's done, I'm just going to match up the bauble to the stitch, each stitch for stitch, because it's still going to be 270, this is my brain saying I can do this, 277 stitches, and I'll just come away without the triangles and without the welts. I really detested the welts. I didn't say it while it was there, but the welts weren't the problem. But because I was taking out the triangle section, I said the welts are going too because I didn't really like them. So that's one of my projects for today. And I have another project going on. Don't be frightened. Really, don't be frightened. It's not as bad as it looks. Maybe it is. This is my bed. This is my bedroom. This is my bed. And this is the wool I own. As you can see, I don't have a lot of stash. But today's going to be Organize My Stash Day. Right off the bat, I can tell you this is washcloth cotton mild scrub. This is to do washcloths. I bought this in 2019 at Rhinebeck. It should not be here. It got thrown in here when I came back from, well, it didn't get thrown in here. I don't sleep on this bed. All this yarn was in those little containers and this big container. This is all my wool except for this. This is going in cotton. I don't know what everybody else uses as a organizing method, but I have one little hassock in the living room that the cover comes off of it. It's like a storage container hassock. That's all my cotton yarn. It's pretty full, but this will fit. So that's going into the storage hassock with the cottons. Then I have a pull-out plastic drawer kind of thing in the basement near the laundry room, and that's where I keep all my acrylic yarn. I do have a lot of acrylic yarn because I always used to crochet, and I crocheted acrylic with acrylic, and I crocheted a lot of baby things. So those are going to go, those are all downstairs, and I may have some acrylic in this mix, only because sometimes if there was yarn at the bins, I'd pick it up like this. I suspect, oh, maybe not. That's not acrylic. This is, but there's something in here that looks very nice. It looks like it's yeah, that's sock yarn. Well, here's what I have to do. I'm going, oh, this may be acrylic. Yarn B. Oh, I think this comes from Hobby Lobby. Mustard gray. I like the colors. And it is 3.5 yards, and it is, didn't put the little number on it that tells, well, it's like if it's a 1, 2, 3, or 4, but it looks like it might be a 4, like that size weight. Well, anyway, I'm pretty sure this is acrylic just by touching it. Mustard gray. What does it say? Stripe. You guys probably see it, and I don't. I don't know, maybe I have to open it up. But I suspect this may go in the acrylic. It was a little... Well, how these bags just become empty, I have no idea. And there's tags everywhere. I don't know what they go to. This will be a nice wool that is Mrs. Crosby loves to play. Color is satchel. I really like this. Or is it African? The color is African gray. It's standing right there looking at me. Okay. This is one of the first skeins of yarn I bought when I was buying wool. I didn't know what to do with it. This would be nice for a shawl. Okay, I'll set that aside as wool. This I'm pretty sure is acrylic. This came from the bins. I'll put it over there. So this is what I'm... Oh, here's some Encore that I ordered from... Must have been from Webb's. This is the type of bags they usually come in. Yep, here's the Encore, and if you look closely, it's the same color as the sweater I'm wearing, which it is. Does it have a color number? A color letter? Name? Dye lot, color 685. No. But anyway, I made this flax for me, and I made a flax for Hunter, and I still had that much yarn left over. This is antique wool that I found at the bins. Look at this. Wool and Shetland wool, hand washable, Fleischmann's, 95% virgin fleece wools, 5% imported Shetland wool. I just got it because it was an antique, it looks like. I wonder if there's a date on the label. Let's see. Of course it's a Ziploc. I'm not going to be able to open this. 1 minute. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Ooh. What do we have here? Can it focus? Well, it says Bernhard Ullman, made in USA, an Indian head company. Guarantee machine washing. Okay. Fleshy yarns are guaranteed to give perfect results. If any imperfection is found, return the imperfect yarn with this band, as well as all other bands used in making the article. Otherwise, no adjustment can be made. Buy sufficient of each color in the same lot number to complete each article. No, there's no year on it, but it just looks old. Anyhow. So, the reason I'm showing you this is because this is the next project for today. What is this? Lion Brand Alpaca. Huh. Made in Turkey. Some of this stuff, I don't know where I got it. This could have been a bin item. Alright, I'm going to sort this now into, some of them are projects. I swore I had this finished. I know I didn't finish this mitten, but I swore I finished this mitten. This might be the second mitten, and the first one's in some drawer somewhere. But what I've done is I've taken the yarn that I used for the mitten, and the needles are there. And this was the other mitten that I must have used the same white. And yeah, and here's the, it was a skein deer knit along, mystery knit along. I swear I finished that. I'll have to keep looking, but I'm going to put all like things together. I started with some, that's a lot of fingering, but more sock yarn because there's nylon in it. I'm going to put all the like yarns together, and then right in there is mostly like scraps or some mini skeins. I'm going to take the mini skeins out and put all the mini skeins together, even if they're different types, and sort them out later. But see, these are all projects that have been completed that I have leftover balls. This looks like cotton. I think this is cotton. This is going in the cotton. Oh, here's something. Now this is Farmer's Daughter. It's squish fingering yarn. And that was my Tanya that I frogged, because I never liked that thing. But I think I'm going to make it again. But it's frogged now. Make that again. There's another skein that goes with this. This is this Chroma. Not Corona. That's the virus. Chroma. I got another skein that goes with it that I used to make my butterfly. Is that the name of it? Butterfly cowl? I think it was a butterfly cowl. It looks kind of like rainbow color. Oh, here it is. Is this chroma as well? Yes. I don't know if there's enough. No, I don't think there'd be enough to make another shawl. There might be if I weigh this. Lupine. Or I could get another skein of this type if I want to make another cowl, because I really like that cowl. How much was here initially? 100 grams. Let's go give this one away. Well, anyway, that's the point. I'm planning on taking all my yarns and organizing them and putting them back into the containers so they're more easily found. And I'm going to find the things that are partially done. I saw some little, where's my scale? Here's my scale. This is my little yarn station in the living room. A scale? A yarn winder. Okay. And 2 cookbooks. Oh, and the sweater that I'm taking apart. This is my Remix Light Darosha. That's after I finish the center of that shawlography. I will do that. I want to see if I have enough. If this was 100 grams, that means, dusty. If I have 50 grams here, let's see. Grams, I'm on grams. What have I got? I've got 47 grams. Ah. I probably won't play yarn chicken unless I shorten it a little, which I might, because mine is a little bit big around. I could take about an inch or 2 off the length. I could try to see if I could figure that out. Oh, showing you my house. Well, anyway, this didn't really mean to walk through the house, but I can tell you, well, this area is all organized. We went through the whole cleaning up the kitchen the other day, and it's very nice now. Everything's organized. I have some things to sew. It's just over there on the side, which is good. And these cabinets here are going in the basement. I think Max is coming over at lunchtime to visit his dad, and then they can take it down, and I get out of having to drag something down the stairs with the straps. Okay, so what's on board for today is organizing all the yarn. If I get it done, I'll let you know. Have a great Tuesday and Happy New Year. Hello, I'm back. It got hot out, so I put on my most valuable player. My most valuable hockey player. I thought it was street hockey. Doesn't matter, I don't play anything. But I thought I'd show you if I get back this far, I can show you my flax. And you can tell me how big it is. I just think it's real big. But you know what? For winter it's okay, because if you put it on with something, I want it to be kind of big, right? And I'm not small. So, oh, I'm right in the sun, aren't I? Let me get out of the sun. Oh, here's a mirror. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Let me move this. See if I can get a little more length. There I am, standing high. So this is what it looks like. That's a slow motion twirl. That's all we need, right? A slow motion twirl. So I guess it's not, it just feels so big on. But I love the color. And it didn't get too itchy. It got slightly itchy. But it's like a little bit of wool in here. But I'm never going to wear it without a shirt on under it. Except for this morning. What the heck? So anyway, that's the flax. And I made my grandson his when did I make it? I wasn't in the guild this September, so it must have been last September or fall, and I made him his. I think it doesn't fit him already. Okay, back to the yarn. Let's see if we're going to get a good view here. I had it in my hand previously, but now I'd like it to come down a bit so we can see what I did. There we go. Still kind of bright here, isn't it? That might be better. Is it very dark? So then you can see colors. Maybe I'll leave it like that. Okay, let me show you what I've done. Or maybe I'll go to the other side first. Maybe you can point to it. Yeah, okay. This is my latest acquisition, sort of. Oh, I gotta stop this for a moment. I see my husband coming in. I'm in the bedroom. I can see him through the window. When he comes in, the dogs start barking. There's all kinds of a hullabaloo. We're gonna cut this part out. Okay, that didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. Let me start on this side of the bed and show you what I've done. And tell you what surprised me. Okay, all my stuff is organized into these bins. This is the fingering yarn. I got out my P-Touch and made the label. No, I'm sorry, it's my sock yarn. The first thing I say wrong. Okay. So, this is what surprised me. This is what I have for sock yarn. Hardly anything. I've probably got 4 pairs of socks complete, and then I've got a pink for contrast cuffs and toes, and this would only make 1 sock, but I could use this for contrast cuffs and toes. So that's my sock yarn. These little bins go in my tower shelf in the craft room. So okay, now here's another surprise. This one's overflowing full. This one's the fingering and lace. Who knew I had this much? And basically it's fingering yarn that doesn't have the nylon in it. But I have a lot of this, what do you call it, cascade fingering and shawl kind of fingering stuff. So that's all sorted out in the plastic bags, easy to get to. This is the wosteds. Got a lot of worsted weight in here. A lot of times it's left over from sweaters, like this is left over from my my weekender. That was the fake weekender, but there's a lot left in here. So even though it's not a sweater quantity, I'm keeping the worsteds all together in that bin. Then I have this bin, which is what I'm calling the DK/sport weights. These are the trickiest. I've got a couple that are left over from when I used to buy the knit crates. And then I have about this much. But this would be good. I found that I had this, and I have these, which would make those headbands I keep talking about that I haven't made yet. Well, I have that much of this. And then this is, of course, the biggest. The biggest yarn. Aran and Chunky are in here. Not too much in there. Still room for more. Now this one is my mystery yarn. This is the stuff I told you that I'm not sure what it is or where I got it. So that's the mystery. And I'm going to come back over a little closer to see what else. Okay, and then what everything else is this. I think I'm going to take... First I'm going to go into my projects because I didn't... Hey Zuzu, be quiet or you're out of here. I'm going to put my projects into project bags so that I'll know what I have. Let's see if I can lift this, raise this up now a bit. There we go. Let's see if I just bring it up to where I am. I've got a Christmas bag here, so with this one I am going to put, I have some little gnomes in here. Can you see that? Can you see that little gnome right there? And then there's a green one. They're not quite finished. They're the Susan B. Anderson gnomes. I made these a couple of Christmases ago. And I left the yarn and the pattern in the bag. Because I thought, well, you know, from Christmas to Christmas I might want to make more. So in order to remember that I have this, or if I ever think I want a little bit of green or a little bit of red fingering, it's going to be in the Christmas project bag. Alright. This is a project that I'm not putting in a bag yet. This is the Stephen West painted bricks, which I bought the Crafty Toads Christmas pack of minis and their DK, two of their, what's the name of this one? Have Fun Storming the Castle? Yeah, Have Fun Storming the Castle. I'm going to use that for this. I'm going to substitute this neutral color for the black. And I feel like looking at this for a while, because I think this might be the actual next project I start. After I finish all the odds and ends. Not this odd. Oops, I got my old P-Touch here. Let me turn this off. This is how I labeled my things. Okay. Let's come further over here. I don't know if this is the best place to be. Oh, I know it. Well, we'll finish with the projects. This is that. I looked everywhere. I don't have another one of these. And I kind of thought I was on the second one. The thumb. I mean, look at, and I loved making this. This is so much fun. It's a little hard to get on with my watch and with these double points, but the snowflake and the reindeer and the little person. So this is probably one I'll work on over the winter. This is a good winter project. And I have the pattern. It was a mystery. It was a Skein Deer Knits mystery. I made this little one. This one fits me, but it probably should go to a child. I think that's why I stopped making this one. Well, anyway, I'm going to put this in my tarot card bag. Now that I say that, I'll remember it. With the needles. The needles are there. The unfinished mitten, and then the rest of the yarn. This is again that cascade fingering, and it's going to go in this bag. Okay. Next project, there's nothing in here right now in this bag. The next project I'm going to want to work on, sorry, is cutting down this. This is my derecho, and I think it's too long. I have this much remix. It's the Remix Light from Barocco left. So what I'm going to do is put this in the bag. This is something I'm going to fix. I'm going to fix this right after I finish my shawlography that I showed you at the beginning here. Okay, so there's one to be worked on. So far that's 4 1, 2, 3, 4, not counting my shawl. What else do we have? This has, oh, This is something that I'm going to put in my rice bag. This is just a kit I bought for Christmas last year to make a gift of mitts with beads. And I want to make this sooner or later. So I'm just going to keep this in this bag. And what I have in here, I can use the same pattern. And this yarn, I'm pretty sure I got at the bins. And I'm pretty sure it's acrylic, but I don't care because I give it to people who don't care about that stuff when it's a gift. Can you see that it's... I don't know if you can tell that it's sparkly. I don't get a good view when I'm this close to the camera. I hope you're seeing it. Well, anyway, it's got a little sparkle blue. It's really pretty. It looks kind of elegant. And there were 3 of the skeins of it. It didn't have labels. Got it at the bins a couple of years ago. So that's going in here with the pattern for the fingerless mitts. Alright. And there's 1, 2, 3 more to go. Let me reach over there and get that stuff. Okay, back again. 3 more bags here. These are the 3 I haven't shown you yet. This one I've shown you recently. I won't take the yarn out, but this is the Beatles wall hanging, wall mural. I'll show you a picture of it in case you hadn't seen the previous video. That's the chart for the Beatles. See how you can kind of see them when you get to the front page. There it is. And it's a wall hanging of the Beatles. That's going to be for my son for September. His birthday is in September. I think I probably have enough time. It's done in black and an off-white. I'm using a sport weight, I believe. Okay, that's that one. Getting to be a lot of projects, isn't it? My Love to Knit bag, which this is my favorite bag right now. I'm going to make some more of these because I love this bag. It stands up so nice. This is my Anker, A-N-K-E-R by Petite Knits. I've shown this because this is at try-on stage. I have to try this on to see how it fits. Again, it's in the Barocco remix. It's a top-down, and there's a lot of it done. So I'm going to try that on soon, and that'll get finished after the other remix is fixed. All right, so I'm getting an order in my mind here. It's going to be shawlography, Derecho, Anchor. Maybe in between there I'll be casting on that shawl. And the last thing I have is something, see, that's why I'm glad I went through all this stuff. I'm glad it's January. I'm glad we have friends that organize this stuff and inspire us to organize our things. Kim. And here we have, this is something I tried to make a long time ago and I was never successful. I tried and never could make it. Well, now that I have Knit Companion, I know this is going to be a breeze. Here we know them again. There they are. I am going to knit up some of these by Christmas. Boy, I've got a year ahead of me, don't I? Because if I put my pattern into Knit Companion, see, I wasn't good at graphs. Alright, let me confess. I was afraid of graphs. Here's the hat. Okay, here's the hat. That might look horrible, but if you've got this on Knit Companion and you start down here and you have those yellow lines helping you go through, I mean, it's just great. Uh-oh, I got low battery flashing, I think, or something battery flashing. I better make this quick. Alright, that was my last thing. That was my last project. Okay, everything else is in projects. This is all the excess, this is all the ends and pieces of all kinds of yarn. I have them all mixed together, or else, yeah, and I've got my mini skeins in here. And I've got this. Everybody has a skein of yarn they don't want to use. This is my hand spun from Donna. It's beautiful. I'm saving that for a while. I'm going to add a project to this bin of leftovers, and that's my gnome, my needle felting kit that I bought in 2019 at Rhinebeck. I never made it, but I'm going to leave it in there so it's a reminder. I'll probably leave these bags in here too. And I guess that's that. So all my stuff is going to go away. It's all nicely and neatly sorted and ready to be stored and worked on as we go along in 2022. Thanks for watching. My battery's dying. Bye.